I started my first drunk at 16 years old. I had a mom and dad that were together the whole time, but for some reason I just seemed to get dropped through the cracks. I'm the middle of 5 kids. I was the wild child. I'm the black sheep of my family. And I remember my first drunk at 16 years old. It's the same time I got high the first time. And from 16 to 27 years old, I never had a sober time. I stayed high or drunk the whole time. I remember very few days that I was sober or straight. And I have literally years of my life that I have no recollection of because I was a blackout drunk and that. And so I was pretty desperate. I was a party animal. I guess the terminology would be I was an alcoholic or a drug addict. I had something happen to me when I was quite young, and I spent my life destroying women's minds, not physically abusive, but would destroy them emotionally and mentally. And at 27, 1983, I remember it because I called my mom and I said, I'm a happy person, so I don't go through this, but I called her up as calmly as I'm sharing with you right now, and I said, I don't know what I'm going to do. I either need to be committed or I'm going to kill myself. Just that simple. It was just a matter-of-fact statement, but it was true. I would have literally killed myself. October 30th was a Sunday of 1983. And it's the day that Jesus set me free. I knelt down at the altar. I went to church. I'd met the pastor the day before, but didn't know anything about him. He knew nothing about me, and he preached a message that I squirmed through the whole thing. I'm like, where did this guy get this information? This is incredible. And I'm sitting there, and my sister nudged me when he gave the altar call and said, if you want to go up, I'll go with you. There were over 300 and some people in that congregation that day. And I said, well, I'll go up there. I guess I'll be minimally embarrassed, go up and do whatever I was supposed to do and come back and sit down. And I did. I went up, I knelt, and the pastor shared scriptures. I'm not even sure that I remember them all. But we prayed the sinner's prayer, and I just said, God forgive me, and nothing happened while I was knelt at that altar. And I stood up. And when I stood up, I had fire in my feet, and that fire just went all the way through me, all the way up, shot out of the top of my head. And I knew that I knew if I dropped dead, I'd be with Jesus, literally. And I'm not a church kid. I wasn't raised in the church, but I just knew that if I dropped over dead, I'd be with Jesus. That's all that mattered at that time. And from that time to this time, I've lived a very supernatural life with the Lord. 2 weeks later, I'm sitting in church, and God instantly delivered me from drugs and alcohol. I had no desire. I've lived supernaturally with the Lord ever since. It's been challenging, but I'm free. And when I say that it doesn't matter what people think about me, because nobody's done for me what God's done for me. He set me free, and not just that, he healed me on that day. My stomach was totally rotted out. It was going to have to be surgically fixed, and he healed it instantly. It was quite a surprise to my system to have my stomach functioning right, and so that's my story.